Hi students, this is Ravi, academic consultant from Krishna University. Today I am going to explain about anatomy of character table. Generally we see the character table. This character table can be classified into 6 areas. Mainly classified into 6 areas. Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, Area 4, Area 5, Area 6. These are the 6 regions or of the character table. If we see the individual regions, Area 1. In Area 1, in this area, we observe or it represents point-place symbols of the point group. It represents point-place symbols of the point group like C2V, C3V or D3H, D infinity H, like that. That point groups are placed in this area. Next, coming to the region 2. Region 2. This is the region 2. It represents symmetry operations of a point group in a classes. It represents symmetry operations of the point group in a classes. For example, here region 1 C2V is there. In C2V point group, how many symmetry operations are there? That operations are put in region 2. So identity C2V, sigma V dash, like that are placed in region 2. Next, coming to the region 3. In region 3, this is the region 3. This is the region 3. In this region 3, it represents character of all the irreducible representations of each class of the operations. Individual symmetry operations contains characters that are present in region 3. Next, coming to the region 4, it represents the translational or rotational vectors or atomic orbitals which performed the basis of the irreducible representations in this region 4. And also in this region 4 can be explained the IR property. IR active or IR inactive also can be explained by the in these functions. Next, region 5. It represents the binary functions that performed on the basis for the irreducible representations. This is the region 5. In this region 5, the functions are explained the Raman property or Raman active or Raman inactive, which can also explained by the functions, binary functions. Next, last one is region 6. This is the region 6. Region 6, it represents the Mulliken symbols of the irreducible representation. In this area, we observe Mulliken symbols. Next, we see for rules for Mulliken symbols. Next, rules for Mulliken symbols. Rule 1. All one-dimensional representations are labeled as A or B. All two-dimensional representations are labeled as E. All three-dimensional representations are labeled as T or F. Next, rule 2. In the case of one-dimensional representation, if it is a symmetry with respect to rotational axis, gives the Mulliken symbol A. If it is unsymmetrical, gives Mulliken symbol B. That means A and B are both are the one dimensional. A is the symmetry with respect to the axis. B is the unsymmetry with respect to the principal axis or axis. Next, rule 3. Subscript gives 1 or 2. If the representation is symmetry with respect to C2 axis perpendicular to rotational axis, then it gives subscript. Here rotational axis is nothing but principal axis. Subscript gives 1. If it is unsymmetrical, subscript gives 2. So the C2, with respect to C2 it is a symmetry, then we give subscript 1. With respect to C2, if it is a unsymmetry, then gives 2. Rule 4. If C2 is not an exist perpendicular to the rotational axis, we consider the vertical plane along the major axis. The representation is symmetry with respect to vertical plane, gives the subscript 1. It is unsymmetrical, subscript gives 2. Rule 5. Subscript gives U or G if the representation is symmetry with respect to inversion center. If there is inversion center with respect to symmetry, if it is a symmetry with respect to inversion center, then we gives a Garrett. If it is a unsymmetry with respect to inversion center, then we gives ungarrett, like that. Similarly, subscript single prime, superscript to single prime or double prime gives if the representation is symmetry with respect to sigma h gives the single prime. If it is unsymmetry, gives the double prime. So these are all the anatomy of character table and rules for Mulliken symbol. This is very important topic regarding semester examination for the MSc previous students. Okay, thank you.